when we had the indoor group the other day.
People come to Thornydale Ranch to find peace. Since 2003, the ranch has been a temporary home for people living with mental health and substance abuse disorders who are rebuilding their lives. They stay for up to 6 months and spend their days learning independent living skills and tending to the horses and livestock that rely on them here. But now they've found a new way to heal, one that requires a little digging beneath the surface.
When I started here, there was no garden. But I could see that out at the barn, somebody had tried to grow some corn or something once. There was a little frame with railroad ties, and I just thought it was a possibility that we could have a garden. And then some of the clients or residents here, I prefer to call them residents rather than clients, but they said, can we have a garden? So we just started, like on a Sunday when it was kind of a free day and we had free time, we'd go out and try to plant something.
From that simple start, recovery support specialist George Storm and Thornydale's residents have grown their garden into a landmark.
But we can actually use the pot for scale.
It's 73 feet long, 23 feet wide, and an occasional source of wonder.
Most people are amazed by it when they see it in bloom. Some people have actually responded that the garden can lower their stress, or I really feel good when I'm out here. I don't feel my symptoms when I'm out here. I feel free. Or somebody else might just respond and say, it's fun. So it's as varied as the people we have here.
La Frontera, the Tucson-based nonprofit behavioral health agency that owns and operates Thornydale Ranch, has since developed 2 other gardens for its clients. Along with a growing number of care providers and recovery programs across the country, La Frontera has embraced garden-based or horticultural therapy as a tool for recovery. In part, that's because clients have asked for it. But it's also because gardens seem to work. There's mounting evidence that plants and natural landscapes help keep people physically and mentally healthy.
You remember how to fill up the water?
Yes.
We could take that water can and... I think gardening is really, it empowers people. When people come into treatment, typically it's not on their best day.
Want to save a little bit for the asparagus.
It gives people a little bit of autonomy, control over their own environment, where they can pick and choose and make decisions for themselves without being in a structured, formal group. So they can make their own decisions. They can make up their mind, hey, I want to plant this here, and it can be very fun. It can be challenging. It can also be physical. It can also be vocational. So now we could plant it in the ground.
Yeah, good, George?
Yeah, it looks fine. We can actually pull these edges back a little bit more now that it's in the ground. We can fold them back. And that's an organic pot, so it's not going to hurt it if it sticks up or gets in the way or something. Just be gentle. It's okay. You're not going to hurt it. It'll survive.
Storm teaches the less experienced gardeners how to choose, plant, and care for their seedlings, and he helps them harvest the fruits of their labor.
We'll probably put him right in between.
For him, helping residents care for the garden is a way of circling back to his roots.
If it's going to freeze, we might cover it.
Storm grew up on a ranch, raising animals and tending plants.
It could get cold.
But for Thornydale resident Jeffrey Burns, the garden has been a doorway into a brand new, gentler world.
That's like a good guess. We don't have to be perfect.
Well, it's definitely taught me patience. Before I was really impatient. It taught me patience and it taught me to be gentle. Because I do stuff rough. I don't do jail stuff. And I'm surprised I'm not in jail, prison, or dead. To be honest, I've lived a rough life, and I grew up around drugs and everything my whole life, so it came natural to me to use them.
Thornydale resident Alberto Martinez is new to gardening, but he says his time with the plants has already made an impact.
I think it's relaxing, and it's a good thing to know how to garden, how to plant something. How you water your seeds is how the plant is going to grow. So you got to teach your kids good from the start, so that way they'll grow up to be a good person. That's what I'm working on right now, so I can achieve my goals and live a good life.
Burns and Martinez won't get to harvest everything they've planted. Like all other Thornydale residents, they will eventually return to their lives. But the garden will remain, waiting to welcome a new community of gardeners. It's a testament, Storm says, to the legacy people can build even in their darkest days.
And we've got open spots over there. The fact that these clients have built this garden themselves, so there's a lot of empowerment in that. From the ground up, we had a bare ground 2.5 years ago, and now we really have an impressive garden. Okay. So we'll close the gate and make sure the rabbits don't get in.